Narayana. Respected friends, welcome you all. Salutations, gratitudes, wishes, and prayers together. Six activities of Veda Parayanam, common sense thought, Shlokocharana, Mangalacharana Shloka, Sankalpa, Upanishad Mantrocharana, Upanishad Adhyanam. Every day here we are doing as our practice 1 hour, little more to be in touch with the truth. Upanishad is Shwethashwathara, last sixth chapter. Very beautifully we are guided by Shwethashwathara Rishi as well as Adi Shankara Bhagavan regarding our sadhana to know the true self so that we are liberated from the bondage of the not true, not self. Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta Shishya Mumukshu, Jignasu Shrota Sadhaka, Parishrami Prerita Prashanta Gambhira, Samskrita Bhasha Jnata Vyakarana Sahita, Guru Upasakaha, Daivopasakaha, Mananakarta, Nididhyasanakarta, Anubhavi, Anubhava Nishtita. These 20 Vyaktitwas also we are here to understand them, their need, and develop them in us. So too Parabrahma, Ishvara, Jagannatha, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana, Anugraha, which are so very essential for our life. We are here to consciously invoke them also. Here we are, friends. Let us meditatively try our best, unassuming, without any specific specialization, just as simply as possible, with full dedication and concentration, do our one by one activities. May this 1 hour of our endeavor make us lose ourselves in the recognition of the self. May we dissolve our individuality. May we become as simple as possible while doing and as highly evolved as possible having done each of these sadhanas. May the divine God, Guru, who are already blessing us, continue bless us, and we invoke special blessings from them that we are able to recognize their blessings and make perfect use of them. Vedic chanting. Yesterday we started Chandogya Upanishad. First khanda we saw. Let us do the second khanda today. Yes, straight away mantras as we are doing do bar. Let us do. Om अथ वेदपारायणम् अथ शुक्लयजुर्वेदीय अथ सामवेदीय छान्दोग्योपनिषद द्वितीयः खण्डः ॐ देवासुराः वै यत्र संयेतिरे देवासुराः वै यत्र संयेतिरे उभये प्राजापत्याः तद्धदेवाः उभये प्राजापत्याः तद्धदेवाः उद्गीतमाजह्रुः उद्गीतमाजह्रुः अनेनैतानभिभविष्याम इति अनेनैतानभिभविष्याम इति देहनासिक्यं प्राणमुद्गीतमुपासान् चक्रिरे देहनासिक्यं प्राणमुद्गीतमुपासान् चक्रिरे तगंहासुराः पाप्मना विविधुः तगंहासुराः पाप्मना विविधुः तस्मात्तेनो भयं जिघ्रति तस्मात्तेनो भयं जिघ्रति सुरभि च दुर्गन्धि च पाप्मना हि एष विद्धः सुरभि च दुर्गन्धि च पाप्मना हि एष विद्धः अतः वाचमुद्गीतमुपासान् चक्रिरे अथः वाचमुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तागं हासुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तागं हासुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तस्मात् तयो भयं वदति सत्यं चानृतं च पाप्मना हि एष विद्धा तस्मात् तयो भयं वदति सत्यं चानृतं च पाप्मना हि एषा विद्धा अतः चक्षुरुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे अतः चक्षुरुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्षुरे तद्हा चक्रिरे तद्हासुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तद्ह आसुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तस्मात् तेन उभयं पश्यते तस्मात् तेन उभयं पश्यते दर्शनीयं च अदर्शनीयं च दर्शनीयं च अदर्शनीयं च पाप्मना हि एतत् विद्धं पाप्मना हि एतत् विद्धम् अतः श्रोत्रमुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे अथ श्रोत्रमुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तद्ध आसुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तद्ध आसुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तस्मात् तेनो भयगं शृणोति तस्मात् तेनो भयगं शृणोति श्रवणीयं चाश्रवणीयं च श्रवणीयं चाश्रवणीयं च पाप्मना हि एतत् विद्धं पाप्मना हि एतत् विद्धम् अतः मन उद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे अतः मन उद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तद्ध आसुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तद्ध आसुरा पाप्मना विविदुः तस्मात् तेनो भयगं संकल्पयते तस्मात् तेन उभयगं संकल्पयते संकल्पनीयं च असंकल्पनीयं च संकल्पनीयं च असंकल्पनीयं च पाप्मना हि एतत् विद्धं पाप्मना हि एतत् विद्धम् अतः य एव अयं मुख्यः प्राणः अतः य एवायं मुख्यः प्राणः तमुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तमुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तगंहासुरारुत्वा तगंहासुरारुत्वा विधध्वंसोः विदध्वंसोः यथाश्मानमाकणं ऋत्वा विध्वगंसेद यथाश्मानमाकणं ऋत्वा विध्वगंसेत chant this whole first the seven mantras, you know, or chant the whole one. Evam yathashmanamakam rutva vidvagam sata. Evam yathashmanamakam rutva vidvagam sata. Evagam haiva savidvagam sate. Evagam haiva savidvagam sate. य एवं विधि पापं कामयते य एवं विधि पापं कामयते यश्चैनमभिदासते यश्चैनमभिदासते स एषोऽस्माकणः स एषोऽस्माकणः नैवैतेन सुरभिन दुर्गन्धिविजानाति नैवैतेन सुरभिन दुर्गन्धिविजानाति अपहत पाप्मा हि एष तेन यदश्नाति अपहत पाप्मा हि एष तेन यदश्नाति यत् पिबति तेन इतरान् प्राणानवति यत् पिबति तेन इतरान् प्राणानवति एतमु एवान्ततो वित्त्वा उत्क्रामते एतमु एवान्ततो वित्त्वा उत्क्रामते व्याददाति एव अन्तत इति व्याददाति एव अन्तत इति तगंहाङ्गिरा उद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्र तगंहाङ्गिरा उद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रे एतमु एवाङ्गिरसं मन्यतेऽङ्गानां यत् रसः एतमु एवाङ्गिरसं मन्यतेऽङ्गानां यत् रसः तेन तगं ह बृहस्पतिरुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रे तेन तगं ह बृहस्पतिरुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रे एतमु एव बृहस्पतिं मन्यन्ते एतमु एव बृहस्पतिं मन्यन्ते वाग्हि बृहति तस्या एष पतिः वाग्हि बृहति तस्या एष पतिः तेन तगं हायास्य उद्गीतमुपासान् चक्रे तेन तगं आयास्य उद्गीतमुपासान् चक्रे एतमु एवायास्यं मन्यन्ते आस्याद्यदयते एतमु एवायास्यं मन्यन्ते आस्याद्यदयते तेन तगं बको दाल्भ्यो विदाञ्चकार तेन तगं बको दाल्भ्यो विदाञ्चकार सह नैमिषीयानाम् उद्गाता बभूव सह नैमिषीयानाम् उद्गाता बभूव सहस्मैभ्यः कामानागायते सहस्मैभ्यः कामानागायते आगाताः वै कामानां भवति आगाताः वै कामानां भवति य एतदेवां विद्वान् य एतदेवं विद्वान् अक्षरमुद्गीतमुपास्ते अक्षरमुद्गीतमुपास्ते इत्यध्यात्मम् इत्यध्यात्मम्. See the delight when we chant, and doing 2 times is so beautiful it is. We are becoming familiar with the most tough, biggest, easily and not easily familiar Chandogya itself. Now the second khanda is over. Iti dvitiya khanda. Whole thing just in 2 minutes. Let's chant. Om atha dvitiya khanda. Om devasuraha vai yatra sanyetire uvaye prajapatyaha tadha deva udgitama jahruhu anena etana vibhavishyama ide देहनासिक्यं प्राणमुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तगं हासुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तस्मात् तेनो भयं जिघ्रति सुरभि च दुर्गन्धि च पाप्मना हि एष विद्धः अतः वाचमुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तागं हासुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तस्मात् तयो भयं वदति सत्यं चानृतं च पाप्मना हि एषा विद्धा अतः चक्षुरुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तद्धासुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तस्मात् तेनो भयं पश्यति दर्शनीयं चादर्शनीयं च पाप्मना हि एतत् विद्धम् अतः श्रोत्रमुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तद्धासुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तस्मात् तेनो भयगं शृणोति श्रवणीयं चाश्रवणीयं च पाप्मना हि एतद्विद्धम् अतः मन उद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तद्धासुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तस्मात् तेनो भयगं संकल्पयते संकल्पनीयं च संकल्पनीयं च पाप्मना हि एतत् विद्धम् अतः य एवायं मुख्यः प्राणः तमुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तगं हासुरा ऋत्वा विदन्ध्वंसुः यथाश्मानमाकणं ऋत्वा विध्वगंसेद एवं यथाश्मानमाकणं ऋत्वा विध्वगंसते एवगं हैव स विध्वगंसते य एवं विधि पापं कामयते यश्चैनमभिधासते स एषोऽश्माकणः नैवैतेन सुरभिन दुर्गन्धि विजानादे अपहतवात्मा हि एष तेन यदश्नाति यत्पिबति तेन इतरान् प्राणानवते एतमु एवान्ततो वित्वोत्क्रामति व्यादधाति देव अन्ततः इति तगं हाङ्गिरा उद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रे एतमु एवाङ्गिरसम्मन्यतेऽङ्गानां यद्रसः तेन तगं ह बृहस्पतिरुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रे एतमु एव बृहस्पतिं मन्यन्ते वाग्भि बृहति तस्या एष पतिः तेन तगं हायास्य उद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रे एतमु एवायास्यं मन्यन्ते आस्याद्यदयते तेन तगं हबाक्बको दाल्भ्यो विदाञ्चकार सह नैमिषीयानामुद्गाता बभूव सहस्मैभ्यः कामानागायते आगाताः वै कामानां भवति य एतदेवं वेद विद्वान् अक्षरमुद्गीतमुपास्ते इत्यध्यात्मम्। Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So that 10-12 minutes. Thank you for your patience. Ah, second item of the day, Krishna Vasudeva, our common sense thought. 4 points, so precise, simple. First is focus fully on our own selves and with the clarity of intellectual and understanding and conviction. Fully, totally, engrossingly engage in sadhana. That's it. Final. First, second, third, fourth, final, that one. Okay. While doing so, once in a while, either the doubts will come or the doubts should come. Whether are we doing correctly or not? Because sometimes गलत काम गलत तरीके से करते जाते हैं सही मानकर, isn't it? Then we go to such a level of doing the things wrong that to retrieve back again it takes lot of time energy. So while engaging fully in our own sadhana, once in a while we have to look out into the world too. The world of people of again sadhakas, not again world of people of worldliness. That worldliness from ourselves, worldliness of the worldly people should totally be get selected, eliminated, deleted from our vision. है ना? जो दुनियादार लोग हैं, हमारी खुद की दुनियादारी से हमें अभी कोई संबंध नहीं. That clarity has to come. It cannot be imposed from here by any of the acharyas. But they can suggest that it is necessary intermediate condition before we fully, wholly, wholeheartedly engage in our sadhanas. As per each one's growth, understanding, maturity, that person will understand this point. In Vedanta or in life in general, nothing can be imposed on a human being. It won't last long. Everything has to be opened up from within, isn't it? So I'm not here imposing on you, but saying that anyway, the Duryadari of ours and of the Dunyadari people, we have no connection, relation at all. Only sadhakas. Now, when we see the world of sadhakas, there's so many people, in fact, everybody is sadhaka that way, who are very less and lower than us. You know, they don't attend classes like we attend. They don't do any of the other practices which we do. Seeing them, the moment we develop that ego, I am better than the other person, I am greater than the other person, I am holier than the other person. That's the enough. The stagnation happens in us. The violence happen in us. Therefore, do not allow that I am better than others thought at all wherever we are throughout life. In fact, always feel this thought that they are doing much better sadhana than me. They know things much better than me. They are in much better advanced stage than me. That should help us in humbling our own selves, making us egoless. Because this ego of I am better than others makes us take things for granted and we start becoming pramadayukta, inadvertent. See, look, this whole world, all of them are engaged in sadhana. You know, whenever we go to the Himalayan ranges, we see now that Mother Ganges flowing both sides the mountains, and there all the pine trees we can see standing. तो उस हर एक ट्री में what I feel is one tapasvi sitting and doing his tapasya. It feels like, oh Lord, when I am given a Pashu, Pakshi, Manushya, Shariras, there are more chances for me to run here and there and get distracted. So do one thing to me. Bless me with a tree life so that I won't go anywhere here and there. Just stay at one place stably and meditate on you. So every tree appears to be a Rishi Muni silently sitting to become introverted to contemplate on his own self. हर पेड़, हर पौधा, हर पहाड़, हर पंछी, हर पशु, all of them are doing their sadhana in their own way, maybe better than me. They are better placed than me inside. Outside their upadhis may be here and there, chota bada, लेकिन सब साधन. ऐसा भावना से toward them the respect will come, our ego will reduce, and add one more thing, that learn from them, get inspired from them. If possible, even one can take the guidance, like this guidance, that every tree is stably sitting, meditating on the reality. Every hillock demanded or requested the Lord, मुझे पत्थर बना भगवान कि जब तक आपको रियलाइज ना करूं मैं इतना हिले बिना हिले एक जगह बैठूं कि आई एम नॉट अवेयर ऑफ एनीथिंग अराउंड मी. So in this way, every of the thing in the world being they are doing their sadhana. A spider making a web also a part of its evolutionary sadhana. And you see how quietly that spider, if nobody is there to disturb it, वो web बनाता जाता है. Is it not enough for us to learn how we have to concentrate on our inner building of our sadhana? Good learning it is. One place staying and web making spider we can learn from. The titli, butterfly. See, you observe it 10 minutes. It's in a garden. 200 flowers, it will move from one to the other. Its goal of selecting that honey, isn't it? Collecting that honey or whatever it wants. That should inspire us. That we also go from pillar to post, place to place, person to person, but with that one goal of how to get into this spiritual track deeply, intensely, sincerely. That we can learn from that butterfly, isn't it? Everything in this world is a guru for us. See them, acknowledge them, they're also in their sadhana. Anybody, in our interest, we have to. Inner interest. Outside, as per the norms of the society of the time, constitution, the penal codes, etc., the grosser responses can be done as per our position. But subtly, though, for us, everything learning. Even a chore also, continuously meditating on where to loot, how to loot, how to not get caught by the police. 100, such a beautiful learning for us. Only thing is, we have to change the position. Where also, where to find the place, which sadhana to select, how deeply that sadhana to be done, not to be caught up by the dissimilar thoughts. Learn from that thief, isn't it? Even the shrewd, crude, negative politicians. They try to see that the ruling party is defeated. Every type of possible things they try to do. Good or bad, let's not worry. Let's learn from them. कि how within me too, whatever the inimical forces are there, whatever the forces that are neutralizing my inspiration, which are making me forget my main goal, how to defeat them, how to conquer them, how to reduce their effect and influence. Isn't it? Learn from them. Their field may be whatever. It is right or wrong, let the government decide, constitution decide, the Lord decide. हमें क्या लेना? हमको वहां से भी सीखना है, वो भी साधक है. बस ही साध्य वस्तु may be wrong. The sadhana paddhati may be wrong, but he is sadhak. We learn only that one. And like these highly evolved medical professionals, even from the poison, they make a medicine. विष से भी दवा बनता है कि नहीं? Second point. 1 second. Third one is third one is when we see others doing better sadhana, there is again a chance of regret and guilt that I am not able to do, as well as there may be a jealousy. That also an ego, negative. We have to be mindful about that. Earlier was the arrogance ego that I am better than others. This is the regretting guilty ego that they are better than me, I am useless. Therefore jealousy. Then always worried कि वो लोग कर रहे, वो लोग आगे जा रहे, फिर से कुछ नहीं हो रहा यार. No, that also negative ego. उसको भी आने नहीं देना. At that time, focus on oneself. What is it? I am also no less. I also go to my classes regularly. I am engaged in my own upasana puja. I do my guru seva, samstha seva. So that way, that regret and guilt as well as jealousy should be neutralized by recognizing what good things we do. We are also doing, no? Therefore, recognize it. We are also no less than others. So, whenever the arrogance comes, humble it down by respecting other sadhana. Whenever regret and guilt comes, by self respect, balance it. Again, the fourth point, घूम फिर आगे क्या है? Finally, whether we observe others or not, whether we learn from others or not, finally, foremost importantly, we have to become mindful, conscious about our conscious efforts of our sadhana, knowingly doing and ensuring that we are evolving. घूम फिर आके फाइनली मुझे मेरे साधना पे ही ध्यान देना. And always in the background, keep that thought that my sadhana should not be a problem to others, and wish and pray the whole world also does sadhana and grows. And may I not hesitate to help the world to grow in sadhana if the Lord puts me in that position. If the Lord doesn't put me in that position, it means He wants me to do sadhana on my own for my evolution. And whenever the Lord puts me in the public, wherever, for me to serve, I will take that opportunity to serve others at that time again. I will not get lost in that charm, in that publicity, in that, what do you call, becoming famous, in the recognition. वो माया में फिर नहीं फंसना मुझे. मुझे अपने ही लक्ष्य पे दृष्टि रखनी है. Isn't it? These are the extra added points when we reach to that level. है? When I say I have to focus only on my sadhana, I may miss my responsibilities towards the world. When I am told to mind the world in your services, duties, love, I may miss my sadhana. I have to balance both. Just like when I look at the people who are doing sadhana lesser than me, I may get lost in the arrogance. When I see the people doing much better sadhana, half of my age, I may fall in regret and guilt. There also we have to balance. The whole life is continuously seeing the world yet balancing ourselves, doing our sadhana yet becoming mindful of the world. learning from the world wherever we have to learn, helping the world wherever we can. In that way, finally, I also have to evolve, the world also has to evolve. World also has to evolve, I also have to evolve. And evolution is, in our language, in our class, only spiritual evolution. And what spiritual evolution? More conspicuous experience and expression of the divinity than the projected world. That's आध्यात्मिकता. मेरे अंदर परमात्मा का अनुभव ज्यादा, जीवात्मा का अनुभव कम. This is sadhana. So too in the outer world, my drushti that everything is Brahman is more, my drushti that the Jagat of Rupanama is Satya is less. That's the spiritual evolution. And the final point is, there is nothing in the world as world, everything is Brahman. So too, there is nothing called as I with upadhis, everything is Brahman. I am Brahman. This is final state. तो उसको कभी मिस नहीं करना. So the thought today is what? Focus on oneself, keep doing sincerely. Once in a while, look out, see the people. Those are doing sadhana lesser than us. Don't underestimate, don't become egoistic. Know that they are secretly, silently doing. Who knows, they may appear to be now a terrorist, but within him a great sadhaka may be there. He is going through his samashti and our samashti prarabdha. ऐसा कहीं के माफ मत करना आउटसाइड, बाहर जो पनिशमेंट देना है वो देंगे. फॉर आवर लर्निंग आई एम सेइंग दैट वे इफ यू गो ऑन स्पेयरिंग एवरी क्रिमिनल, ही विल क्रिएट होल हैवॉक ओनली इन द वर्ल्ड. आउटसाइड जो लेना है कर्म एक्शन वो लेते रहे. बट फॉर आवर लर्निंग टू सी दैट आवर एरोगेंस शुड नॉट ग्रो, just have positive optimistic hope about everyone. And at a higher level of spirituality, through these ups and downs of knowledges, ignorance, right doings, wrong doings only, an individual's intellectual understandings, convictions about what is the highest goal keeps on growing, keeps on becoming stronger. That's how the evolution happens. That way, everybody is on the path of evolution. For some time, some people might have gone in the wrong track. The divine will definitely give them such trainings, experiences that again they come back onto the track, isn't it? So therefore, whenever we see the world, it should be giving us only the positive output. Neither arrogance because somebody is lower than us, nor regret, guilt that somebody is higher than us. See, appreciate them, see, encourage them, see, help them, and see, learn from them. Again, focus on oneself and be conscious about where do I stand, where I have to reach in my next stage, what's to be done for that. Focus on that. That way, fully engrossed, engaged in positive, creative, constructive, well understood, well planned sadhanas. उसमें इतना बिजी होना है कि सारा हमारा अदरवाइज individuality of upadhis should never be remembered on. Like this 1 hour, if you very attentively listen to the class, how you forget all else. If I have given a wrong example, it is other way around. Even though seated in the class, when you are fully engaged in your other items of what to do the whole day, how you don't even listen one sentence. ठीक है एग्जाम्पल. जो भी आपको उचित लगे, यहाँ आपको सबके आपके लिए सब कुछ मिलते हैं. So in this way is our common sense thought today. Further developing you do. An idea giving is our chance. Our job here, food for our thought, adding to it, improving upon it, depending on your need, your maturity, your effort is your choice. No day we say what we said is final or ultimate. सब में improvement का गुंजाइश है जो. Okay, now third item of ours today, the meditational practice is mantra ucharana. Today's mantra is that very good, important mantra which Narayana in every puja, the puja doing Purohita does and makes the Yajamana do. as the part of Purva Puja. At that time, this mantra is chanted. And a pure Shuddha Vedantic mantra it is. Dhyana mantra, sadhana mantra, jnana mantra. Good, everybody knows this. That mantra is this one. Om Deho Devalaya Prokto Jivo Devaha Sanatanaha Tyajed Nirmalyam Soham Bhavena Pujayet. This is called as Atma Puja. So the tradition is Devo Bhutva Devam Yajet. You yourself become divine and do the upasana of the divine. That's why even in Rudram also you see, we do the sthapana of all devatas in all parts of our body. Remember? Om Prajanane Brahma Tishtado Padayor Vishnu Tishtado, etc. So Deva Bhutva Devam Yajat. That's why in the puja, Atmanam Sampujya, we have to do our own puja also. Then do the puja of Karma. So in that Atma Puja mein, this mantra comes. We are focusing only in the essence of that mantra. So beautiful it is, so clear it is. Simple two-liner, but if it is caught, done. Excellent it is. A really enchanting mantra. The meaning is Om. Om is the remembrance of Parabrahma. Dehaha Devalaya Prokta. Dehaha, this body, is the Devalaya, the temple. Every body is a temple. And in that body, there is Jiva. Isn't it? Whether it is a mosquito or whether it is any lizard or it can be chameleon, elephant, kuch bhi ho. In that Jiva is there now. That Jiva is Devaha Sanatanaha. He is the eternal Paramatma only. Second point. Try to be very careful while listening. Deha Devalaya Prokta. My Deha, your Deha, every Deva is temple. And in that, the Jiva who is there, he is Sanatana Deva. He alone is Paramatma. Proof and quotations, every of the Upanishad. Har Upanishad mein, it is said, no, Tat Sushtwata Devanu Pravishat. It is Paramatma only having created Upadis, entered into that to play the play. And while playing, he just gave a little more importance. Then he is just as if assumed the Jiva Bhava. And that just continued for some time of some 10 million kalpas. Then he will realize, yaar, main bekufi kar raha hu. He drops that and goes back to identify with the essential self. So therefore, Jivaha Sanatana Deva. So when I look at you, your whole Sharira is Mandiram. In that, the you who is seated is Sanatana Deva only. Jivo Devaha Sanatana. Then Tyajet Ajnana Nirmalyam. Tyajet Ajnana Nirmalyam is this Ajnana that I am Dehadi Upadi Yukta Jiva, seeking Sukha Bhoga for the Deha through the Vishayas. That is the Ajnana Nirmalyam. Tyajetu should be given up. Tyajet Ajnana Nirmalyam. Then Saha Aham Bhavena Pujayet. I am not the Upadiyukta Jiva, but I am Nirupadika, that Brahman, Saha Aham, Iti Bhavena Pujayet. In this Bhavana, relate with the people in the world that becomes our puja to them. So too, within me also, there is inner Nirantara Aham Aham Aham. That Aham Aham is the real self, and that is me. So that real self is me, that Bhava is called puja. That in every Deha Rupi Deva, that Sanatana Deva who is there in the form of Jiva, he is me only. Sahaham. See, Ekameva Dve Brahma Tattva se Mahavakya. आ गया कि नहीं इसमें? देहो देवालय प्रोक्तः जीवो देवः सनातनः त्यजेदज्ञान निर्माल्यम् What is Ajnana Nirmalyam? Forgetting that Jiva himself to be Sanatana Deva, then feeling himself identified with upadhis, feeling that miseries, feeling those limitations, and struggling to come out of that by all wrong means of focus in the external world. That's called Ajnana and Nirmalyam. Tejed Ajnana Nirmalyam. So Nirantara, I am the Sanatana Deva, here playing the play as Jiva. I am not that Jiva forgetting my Sanatana Tattva and becoming the Bahya Jagat life living samsari. I am the Jiva, not the samsari, but Sanatana Deva. I am neither Dehosmi nor Jivosmi. Aham Sanatana Devosmi. This Saha Aham Bhava you attend to is a real puja. Now, to do this continuously, which is necessary to transcend the upadhis, to transcend the upadhyukta jiva bhava, and to realize the self all the time, we are given a training. That training is called puja. In that puja, that vigraha in front of us is dehaha. That is a devalaya. In that vigraha, we are doing the jiva pratishtha, prana pratishtha. And who is he? That Sanatana Deva. So that bhavana, that Sanatana Deva I am doing puja is real puja. After some time, that vigraha should lose the vigrahatva in our mind. For us, it must be that Ganapati Deva or Shiva or Vishnu. Then do the same thing with everybody around. Every deha is Devalaya, like the stone in my puja room. And in that every deha Devalaya, the Jiva is Sanatana Deva, like the Devata I worshipped in my puja room in that idol vigraha. Second thing. Third one, this Deha also Devalaya. The Jiva in me also is Sanatana Deva. So therefore, in the Vigraha, the invoked Paramatma, in every mobile, immobile Vigrahas of the world, the eternally playing Paramatma, and in this Sharira, Jiva Rupena playing Paramatma is one only, and that is me, Saha Aham. This Bhava is the ultimate puja. To reach to this, all other upacharas of dhyayami, avayami, asanam, padhyam, argyam, all of them are the upasanas, prakriyas to bring our attention to the presence of the Sanatana Deva. To bring our attention to the presence of the Sanatana Deva that our all these upasanas. Saha aham bhavena pujet. Finally, that Sanatana Deva is me. In everyone is there, in this idol is there, in me is there. Through the upadhi limitation, whoever is playing, he is a play. That Ishvara's play only. For that in that play, if the ego overpowers, the differences with others overpower, then the ignorance is playing play. The delusion, the forgetfulness is playing play. The forgetfulness that everything is one Paramatma. And that causes misery. Imagine that state of evolution where one self in all we are seeing, and outside self is one only. Therefore, what is right to be done at what time? As per Shastra, let us do outside. Inside एक ही परमात्मा है, आउटसाइड उस समय जो करना है वो कर दिया छोड़ दिया. Where is samsara? Isn't it? Therefore, in the puja or mandira, deho devalaya, jivo devasa. In the entire world, which is again mandira, in that every human being, every animal is a mandira, sharira, in that Sanatana Deva alone is playing the play of Jiva. In the same way, in this also, how can I be limited to this Dehendriya Upadhi? I am to Sanatana Deva. Everywhere is there, not only here. In that way, pulling away our identity only from this set of upadhis, Identifying ourselves with the substratum of all upadhis is the real upasana, real puja, real dhyanam, real nididhyasanam. And when that is experienced, then real moksha. Beautiful mantra chanted. Om Deho Devalayah Prokto Jivo Devah Sanatanah Tyajeda Nirmalyam Soham Bhavena Pujayed Om Atma Devaya Namaha Sanatana Devaya Namaha Om Deho Devalayah Prokto Jivo Devah Sanatanah Tyajeda Nirmalyam सोऽहं भावेन पूजयेत् ॐ सनातन आत्मदेवाय नमः ॐ देहो देवालयः प्रोक्तो जीवो देवः सनातनः त्यजेदज्ञाननिर्माल्यं सोऽहं भावेन पूजयेत् ॐ सनातन आत्मदेवाय नमः ॐ देहो देवालयः प्रोक्तो जीवो देवः सनातनः त्यजेदज्ञाननिर्माल्यं सोऽहं भावेन पूजयेत् ॐ सनातन आत्मदेवाय नमः ॐ देहो देवालयः प्रोक्तो जीवो देवः सनातनः त्यजेदज्ञाननिर्माल्यं सोऽहं भावेन पूजयेत् ॐ सनातन आत्मदेवाय नमः ॐ देहो देवालयः प्रोक्तो जीवो देवः सनातनः त्यजेदज्ञाननिर्माल्यं सोऽहं भावेन पूजयेत् ॐ सनातन आत्मदेवाय नमः ॐ देहो देवालयः प्रोक्तो जीवो देवः सनातनः त्यजेदज्ञाननिर्माल्यं सोऽहं भावेन पूजयेत् ॐ सनातन आत्मदेवाय नमः ॐ देहो देवालयः प्रोक्तो जीवो देवः सनातनः त्यजेदज्ञाननिर्माल्यं सोऽहं भावेन पूजयेत् ॐ सनातन आत्मदेवाय नमः ॐ देहो देवालयः प्रोक्तः जीवो देवः सनातनः त्यजेदज्ञाननिर्माल्यं सोऽहं भावेन पूजयेत् ॐ आत्मदेवाय नमः सनातन ॐ देहो देवालयः प्रोक्तो जीवो देवः सनातनः त्यजेदज्ञाननिर्माल्यं सोऽहं भावेन पूजयेत् ॐ सनातन आत्मदेवाय नमः ॐ देहो देवालयः प्रोक्तो जीवो देवः सनातनः त्यजेदज्ञाननिर्माल्यं सोऽहं भावेन पूजयेत् ॐ सनातन आत्मदेवाय नमः ॐ देहो देवालयः प्रोक्तो जीवो देवः सनातनः त्यजेदज्ञाननिर्माल्यं सोऽहं भावेन पूजयेत्. The temple is so sacred, so much important because it is the abode of the Lord to stay. Therefore, decorate the temple, paint the temple, maintain the beauty, purity of the temple. And yet, the temple is not important. The Lord within the temple is important. To reach the Lord inside, the importance to the temple outside. Temple should not be so important outside Devalaya that the Deva is forgotten. No. And this Deva, Sanatana, is in this Sthula Sukshma Karana Deha Devalaya, in and through permeating as Sat and Chit. And for the Deva is the Devalaya. Without the Devalaya, that without the Deva, the Devalaya becomes a haunting place, haunted place. So too, our life without attending to the sacred divine Paramatma Tattva. Instead of that, Upadita Adatma, Bhogi Samsari. Jiva is given importance in us. Our life also is a haunted life, wherein always bhaya, dukkha to us and also to the world because of us. Soham bhavena pujayet. I am that Sanatana Deva. I am that Sanatana Deva. Every Sharira is the mandir. In that the Sanatana Deva is there. Let the attention on that eternal one without second Devata grow more. Attention importance to given to the Deha, the Upadhis and their modifications and their demands should not be given importance. Like in life too, there's so many people around us, but they are at very low level of worldliness. And also in this world there are the divine people, gurus, mahatmas, who inspire us, inform us, elevate us, empower us. If we go on giving importance only to these worldly people, we become worldly and we miss the chance to give importance to the gurus, acharyas, and learn from them. In the same way, in the life, if the upadhis are given value, the Sanatana Deva is forgotten. Give importance to the Sanatana Deva inside. He will reveal himself to us when we value him, respect him, give importance to him, have faith in him, and accept ruthlessly that he is very much there. Just like every day when we go to temple with Bhakti Shraddha, not only the Bhagavan answers our prayers, one day he will give us Pratyaksha Darshan. Same way, if we take every Sharira as temple, including ours, and see the Jiva as Deva, and accordingly we behave, one day that Sanatana Atma Deva will be revealed to us. Have faith in it. Have faith in the process. Do it in a committed manner. No compromise. Come what Om 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 Sahanavavatu Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam Om Shankaram Shankaracharya Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Om Guru Pungava Pungava Ketanate ओम ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम परब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थम धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्तितेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च तस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधना प्रयत्नमध्ये कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्कर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम निखिलाधारमवेयम निगमाद्यगतम नित्यम नीलकंठम नमाम्यहम् 10 11 12 ओम क्षरं प्रधानमृताक्षरं हरः क्षरात्मानावीशते देव एकः तस्याभिध्यानात् योजनात् तत्त्वभावात् भूयश्चान्ते विश्वमाया निवृत्तिः ज्ञात्वा देवं सर्वपाशापहानिः क्षीणैः क्लेशैर्जन्ममृत्युप्रहाणिः तस्याभिध्यानात् तृतीयं देहभेदे विश्वैश्वर्यं केवलम् आप्तकामः एतज्ज्ञेयं नित्यमेवात्मसंस्थं नातः परं वेदितव्यं हि किञ्चित् भोक्ता भोग्यं प्रेरितारं च मत्वा सर्वं प्रोक्तं त्रिविधं ब्रह्ममेतत्। ॐ अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः। ॐ आरभ्य कर्माणि गुणान्वितानि भावांश्च सर्वान् विनियोजयेत् यः तेषामभावे कृतकर्मनाशः कर्मक्षये याति स तत्त्वतः अन्यः. Every word is so sacred. Every word's literal meaning should be understood. Bhashyartha should be grasped. And the accumulation of the words making the sentence. Every sentence is so sacred. Understanding that sentence meaning. Seeing the indicated sadhana in that. Engaging in that sadhana is the purpose and the way. Purpose for which we are here and the way for us to realize the ultimate. So, without going into elaboration as it was exhaustively discussed, the first sentence is Arabhya karmani gunanvita. So give up the laziness, give up the durgunanvita karma. So nishkarmata not allowed, nishiddha karmata not allowed, kamya karma not allowed. Only nitya naimittika sadhana karmas alone are allowed. They are called as gunanvita karma. Arabhya. Start doing them and keep on concluding or finishing each one of them. Then bhavan sarvan viniyojayet. The entire upadhis, entire karma phalas, karma, all of that called bhavas, sarvan viniyojayet, ishvare samarpayet. What is the proof that we have done the samarpana? This most crucial, essential word said by Shruti Mata, beautifully giving importance, commented by Bhashyakara. The word is Tesham Abhave. How Bhagavan Adi Shankara explained the meaning of this word Tesham Abhave? Atma Sambandha Abhava. So this is possible to be achieved. And this is to be made possible to be achieved. And this is to be achieved. What is that? Atma Sambandha Abhava. With all the upadhis and upadhikrita, gunanvita karma and the karma phala. Atma Sambandha Abhava, isn't it? To achieve that only we are in our life blessed to sometime or sometime associated with some sacred philanthropic spiritual organizations or a guru. So there with our upadhis, we do the karma said by the guru, not by our choice. And that karma, karma phala, everything, we offer it to that guru or that samstha only. At the end of the day, when we come back to home, we don't have any Atma Sambandha with any one of them. He told me to do, I have done it and I have offered it. Isn't it? That's how the beauty of life. Even at home, let's say the grandparents give some instruments and say, Beta karke do. So we do that work and give it back to him. Atma Sambandha Abhava. चश्मा टूट गया थोड़ा जोड़ के दो और बटन निकल गया ये देखो सुई है धागा है आई एम नॉट एबल टू पुट दैट थ्रेड put it and just stitch that button and give it to me. So you do that work and give that shirt to Dadaji, even a needle and that धागा remaining, so that he will put it where he wants. मेरा उस कर्म से उन वस्तुओं से कोई संबंध नहीं. See that fulfillment when we do that. In fact, the entire life, remember, staying in sambandha with Shuddhatma Vastu, I am that, then playing in the world with upadhis without any Atma Sambandha, we have to live. That's called Jivan Mukti, which we are going to study in the Sthita Prajna Lakshanas after this text. So, Tesham Abhave means with all of them, the Atma Sambandha Abhava. Ahanta Mamata is not there with them. And that's why when we do so for a long time, Kruta Karma Nashaha. Kruta Karma means this particular karma which is done is destroyed in the sense he is not going to yield the karma phala to us to bind because we have done the viniyojayet arpana. And why we are here in that place to do that karma? Because of our earlier samskaras prarabdhas. So we have done those karma. Therefore, those vasanas or prarabdhas also exhausted. That is also the meaning of krita karma nasha. That's the main meaning given to us by Bhashyakar. Krita karma nasha is all the past samskaras, prarabdha gets exhausted. When we do that karma, then offer everything to Paramatma. When we don't do that karma, then also the prarabdha will not exhaust. When we do it but expect the phala or identify with that karma, then the earlier vasana may get exhausted, but new vasanas will be made. Our goal is new vasana should not be made, existing vasana should get removed. How to do that? Gunanimitani karmani arabhya means krutva, then sarvan bhavan ishvare samarpayet vinyojet. And how do we see that whether it's happening or not? Tesham abhave. What is the abhava? Total atma sambandha abhava. And when it's done for a long time, kruta karma nasha. We are doing karma, but it is not yielding result to bind us because we are not expecting outer result. That's the meaning of yoga karmasu kaushalam as per Gita. Kruta karma nasha is every action is exhausting our existing vasanas and not creating new ones. That awareness is karma yoga and very essential for a long time to do so that our non-performance bondage is not there with us and our performance bondage is not there with us. Non-performance bondage is when we don't do what we are supposed to do. Performance bondage is both when we do what we do should not do and what we have to do we do with the फलाशक्ति. दोनों हमको बैंड करते हैं. उससे हमें फ्री होना चाहिए. Find this a very deep thought, huh? And it's a deep feeling it is, and a deep, beautiful experience that I'm in this world performing, but yet nothing is touching me. That's why in Gita Shlokas, in the fifth chapter quotation, Shankara, what he gave, there's the most perfect example, Padma Patra Mivambasa. है ना? What was that shloka? ब्रह्मण्याधाय कर्माणि संगम त्यक्त्वा करोति यः सः पापेन निलिप्यते. Example, पद्मपत्रम अम्बसा न लिप्यते. Our ignorance is such that not only with the karmas done by us, but also with the karmas done by others and karmas that are happening in the world, with them also by associating, we create the unwanted karma vasanas in us. And what is told here? Our own done karmas also should not create vasanas. How? Only one way. Bhavan sarvan vinyochayet. What that bhavan sarvan vinyochayet is? Brahmanyadaya karmani. Sangam tyaktva karotiyah. Lipyatena sapapena padmapatra vivambasa. And the next one? Beautiful shloka. See, Kayena by Sharira, Manasa by the mind, Buddhya by the Buddhi, Kevalaihi Indriyairapi, even with the Indriyas. Yogina karma kurvanti. The real yogi sadhakas do the required karma. But when they do the karma, they are not attached to the phala. Therefore, Sangam Tyaktva. Sangam Tyaktva Yoginah karma kurvanti. योगी लोग कर्म करते हैं कि नहीं करते हैं. किससे कर्म करते हैं? काया मनसा बुद्धिया इंद्रिय ही, लाइक एवरी ऑर्डिनरी नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग. व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस बिटवीन भोगी संसारी रोगी एंड द योगी? योगी संगम त्यक्त्वा कर्म कुर्वन्ति योगिना. And if there is no sangha for the phalasakti, then what is the purpose for which they are doing the work? Atma Shuddhaya. The Atma is here Antakarana. The Shuddhi of the Antakarana is one, the Vasanas which are prompting that Antakarana to have those thoughts, emotions, that is eliminated. Second Shuddhi of Antakarana is the habitual error of the Antakarana to run into the world is the Ashuddhi, that's eliminated. Third, the Antakarana getting disturbed with every of the message that is brought by the sense organs. And the sense organs continuously pour the perceptions into अंतःकरण. अंतःकरण जब का तब किसी चीज से पोल्यूट नहीं होना. That's called आत्मशुद्धि. So antakarana undisturbed by the outer perceptions. Antakarana transcended its own personal disturbance because of its own habitual error. And antakarana is no more having the vasanas behind it to prompt it to have any specific desires, sankalpas. This is called as Atma Shuddhi. Such antakarana now undisturbed by anything. Like right now in your class, wherever you are seated, if you are not disturbed by your life partner or your children or servants or calling bell is not there, no call, phone is coming, will you not be able to carefully, consciously, fully, focusedly listen what's being spoken here? That undisturbed state is called Atma Shuddhi. With that Shuddha Atma, you will be able to, Shuddha Antakarana, we will be able to easily become subtler in the deep contemplation to search the substratum of the koshas, in the search of which the searcher dissolves in the experience that what I am seeking or searching is me only. जिसको मैं ढूंढ रहा हूं वो मैं ही हूं करके उस अनुभव में मैं प्रवेश करता. We will never reach the Atman in our understanding, please. We become one with the Atman in the experience because we are that. जिसको ढूंढ रहा हूं वो मैं ही हूं, याद रखो जिंदगी भर. That anubhava will come. That's the meaning of here. Yoginah karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye. Then that's what is the Bhagwan Bhashyakara gave us the quotations to substantiate this thought of the Upanishad that tesham abhave krita karma nashaha. So gunanvitani karmani arabhya, add to it that those karmas should be done with the best of intentions and perfections. Samachara, as said in Gita, 3rd chapter. Samyak achara. See, the samsara karmas have to be done so perfectly because we have to get good results and they should not be a failure. More perfect and more attentively, more systematically, disciplinedly, we have to do the sadhana karmas. यहाँ नेग्लिजेंस नहीं हो सकता. जैसे मैं अपने लिए चाय बनाता हूँ, उससे अच्छा चाय मुझे जब घर में अतिथि लोग आते हैं तो बनाना है. और वो अतिथि कोई संत महात्मा आते हैं तो और बढ़िया बनाना. And it is offering to the Lord every day, that should be done with utmost care and precision. So that's the meaning of first line of Arabhya Karmani Gunanvaita. Second, Sarvan Bhavan Viniyojit. Atyanta Visheshanapi. Third one is Tesham abhave. There is no association of mind with them. Atma sambandha abhava. That leads to kruta karma nasha, no vasanas. Up to this it is explained. Tesham abhave kruta karma nasha. To explain this, from ninth chapter also, है ना, the one and a half sloka. यत् करोषि यदश्नासि यज्जुहोषि ददासि यत् यत् तपस्यसि कौन्तेय तत्कुरुषमदर्पणं शुभाशुभफलैरेव मोक्षसे कर्मबन्धनैः. Quotation Bhagavan Shankara gave. Again from the fifth chapter also, Brahmanyadaya karmani sangam tyakta karotyah lipitena sapapena padmotrivambasa kayena mansa buddhya kevalaiindriyapi yogna karma kurvanti sangam tyakta atma shuddhaye. These two slokas from chapter 5 he has quoted. So this stands explained the third line. Tesham abhave krita karma nashaha. Now the fourth line has to be understood. Karmakshaye yati saha tatvatah anyaha. Okay? And that sentence is what? Karmakshaye, when all the vasanas get exhausted, yati saha, that jiva who, because of that individuality which was becoming a jiva because of the presence of all the vasanas. Now the force of the vasanas is exhausted. Therefore, that individuality no more becomes jiva through the compelling thoughts or actions or upadita atmya. Then what will happen to him? Satyati. He reaches to his essential self. So, karmakshaye yati saha is a complete sentence. Saha karmakshaye yati. He reaches. Reaches to what? To his own self, to the goal. That karmakshaye yati is explained here as tattvataha yati. Tattvataha means the substratum of all of that is a Paramatma Tattva. He reaches that. The meaning of the other meaning of this is Sayati the Paramatmanam, and that Paramatma who is Tattvataha Anyaha, who is other than all these projected upadhis made out of projected tattvas. सारे प्रोजेक्टेड पांच भौतिक तत्वों से बना हुआ सारे उपाधियों से भिन्न अन्य जो परमात्मा तत्व है, he realizes his oneness with him. That's the moksha. See the beauty of this one mantra, how exhaustive, comprehensive, complete it is. And so Suhaga to this fourth line, Karmakshe yati satattatah Bhagavan Bhashyakara's Bhashya is so beautiful, complete, and straightforward. Ruthless it is, uncompromising. क्योंकि कई कई जगह पे ना हमें अनकॉम्प्रोमाइजिंगली रुथलेस होना पड़ता है, नहीं तो विल मिस द एसेंस. व्हाट इज इस भाष्य? लिसन केयरफुली. कि कर्मक्षये, कर्मक्षये मीन्स व्हेन द कर्मक्षय हैपेंस. What do you mean by karmakshaya? How do you see that? Vishuddha sattva. So his sattva is atyanta vishuddha. Antakarana is atyanta vishuddha. This vishuddhi of the antakarana is what we explained. If you see it from vasana standpoint, there is no vasana at all to agitate or disturb that antakarana. That is called the vishuddhata of the sattva. Sattva is antakarana. If you see from the guna standpoint, that antakarana which is the Shuddha Sattva Guna, it's called as Vishuddha Sattva. It's bright, it's brilliant, it's active, it's alert, etc. If you see from the Yoga Bhasha standpoint, it is freed from the Muda Bhumika of Tamaguna, it is freed from the Kshipta Vikshipta Bhumikas of the Rajoguna. Now it is in the full Ekagra Bhumika of the Sattva Guna. That's called Vishuddha Sattva. तो एकाग्र भूमिका में रहने वाला अंतःकरण इज विशुद्ध. शुद्ध सत्व गुण में रहने वाला अंतःकरण इज विशुद्ध. Therefore, disturbance, agitation less, calm, quiet, single pointed antakarana is Vishuddha Sattva. That which is not prompted anymore by the vasanas, Vishuddha Sattva. That is freed from its own habitual outgoing tendency, Vishuddha Sattva, and that which is not influenced by the outer sense perceptions because this inner antakarana has understood its goal is inner self, nothing to do with the outer world. Therefore, any number of data is given from outer world, it's not disturbed. That's called Vishuddha Sattva. See how many ways that Vishuddha Sattva is explained for our understanding. But explanation and understanding should inspire us to reach to that Vishuddha Sattva sthiti. So, what is our immediate goal now? To make our Antakarana Sattva Vishuddha. If that is done, immediately the Paramatma is recognized. Because whatever we are seeing, that is Paramatma. The one who is seeing that Jagat, me, also is always Paramatma. But the only problem of wrong drishti. The drishti was wrong because of Ashuddha Sattva. Then the Ashuddha has gone away, then the wrong drishti goes away, then the right vision develops. It's only question of changing vision. बुरी नजर वाले अपना नजर ठीक करा ले. हम बुरी नजर से देखते हैं जगत को. What is it? Seeing the jagat in Paramatma is बुरी नजर. Seeing Paramatma in the jagat is सही नजर. नजर को ठीक कराना है बस. Simpler than the simplest of it all in life is Vedanta. What is it? Just change the drishti. What is change drishti, Swamiji? Say everything is Paramatma, that's all. Say everything Paramatma. That is the highest Shuddha Sattva. And that is the highest truth. And then the highest practice and sadhana. And that is the highest anubhuti. That's it. सर्वम ब्रह्ममय. इसको करने के लिए why we are dealing? Funny, na? The people of the world who never attended or listened to Vedanta, when they see the world and get enchanted, वहाँ कोई मीनिंग है. आप और हम 5 साल से हर दिन ब्रह्म ब्रह्म बात कर रहे हैं. Still we are delaying to accept everything as Brahman. We have delayed. Let us start right now. Chai piyo, but it is Brahman. Pakode khao, but it is Brahman. Fight with your husband or wife, knowing fully well that you never won, but still know that she is Brahman. Bring the ingredient of Brahman in everything. Why are we missing it? अरे उसको पोस्टपोन करते जा रहे. सब वेदांत समझने के बाद I will start doing सर्वम ब्रह्मा. See, this is how the meaning of नायमात्मा प्रवचनेन लभ्यः न मेधया न महुना श्रुतेन. अरे भाई कितना उपनिषद बोलोगे, कितना उपनिषद सुनोगे, कितना पढ़ोगे, सबका सार एक ही है कि एवरीथिंग इज ब्रह्मन. स्टार्ट डूइंग इट. You have already delayed by 5 years. In the sense, the day, first day of the class only, we should have made a beginning. अगर किया होता, by now all our vasanas, samskaras would have been everything Brahman. But outside perceptions and outside responses, they happen according to Shastra outside without allowing them to disturb the inner drishti. कि जो भी हो ब्रह्म है. My son is so disobedient, but still he is Brahman. है ना, भाई सर्वेंट मुझे इतना सताता है स्वामी, बट फिर भी वो ब्रह्म है. My car is traveling nowadays. I take it to garage every 3 days. Taking it garage is more than using it. But still it is Brahman. Car ho ya sharir ho, when it becomes old, it has to be taken to the garage more than using. Isn't it? That's the meaning of Sayati. He reaches to the Brahmanubhuti. Tattvataha Anyaha, which is something other than all these tattvas, and with the tattvas, the made world of Rupana. अब देखो वेदांत का सार वही है भगवान. जहां आप जो कुछ भी देख रहे हो वो वही छुपा हुआ है. छुपा हुआ भगवान अपने तरफ से छुपा नहीं है. हम उनको नहीं देख रहे इसलिए छुपा हुए हैं. In some of the functions, when you out of your arrogance or audacity say to that person, अरे यार तुम कहाँ छुप के घूम रहे हो. He says, क्या छुप के घूम रहा हो, in front of you तुम ही नहीं देख रहे हो मुझे. Isn't it? I am there only, you are not seeing me. In the same way, Bhagavan is not hidden, but we have not chosen to see him. Sayati tattvataha anyaha. So what I am seeing as pot alone is mud. Bas change the drishti. What I am seeing, the world of Rupa Nama, is Brahman. Bas change the drishti. देखो, one side, whatever our duties towards the world, we have to keep doing. Other side, maintaining good relation of love, respect, values to everything and being around, वो at the उपाधि level वो भी चलता रहना है. Third side, the main practice, come what may, everything is Brahman. That also should be simultaneously done. Fourth one, this Brahma Jnana ki Sarvam Brahmasti, that Shastra Jnana should continuously be maintained. Listen, study, think. Listen, study, think. That everything is Brahman. Now imagine a state we reach to, that I am that Brahman which is supporting this upadhi called Sharira. Sharira, from the time it is born, it is continuously changing, changing, changing only. And while it's going on changing, I am there stable, unchanged in it as I am, I am, I am. That's what in Gita, Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yavanam jara तथा देहांतर प्राप्ति धीरज तत्र मुह्यति. अरे मैं तो लगातार हूं, पकड़ो उस मैं को, and this शरीर will go one day when it cannot change, it will disappear, but I continue. Hold on to that. तत्वतः अन्य तत्व, तत्वों से अन्य तत्व. तत्वतः अन्य means the 24 tattvas with which the whole world is made, or the 5 upadhi kosha tattvas with which jiva bhava is made, anyaha, other than that. Okay. See, two people are coming. Is he your friend? When you ask, no, no, not this fellow, this is the other one. We say, na? In this way, Paramatma Tattvataha Anya is not that there are two things. Like the two people in whom one you discarded saying he is not my friend, other you approved or accepted or said yes he is mine. ऐसा ये तत्व जो हमको दिख रहा है दुनिया के रूप में और परमात्मा अलग नहीं है. रिमेंबर इट. The mud and pot are not two that you say that this pot is unreal, mud is real. Unfortunately, that's the problem. There, where the mud alone is there, we projected the pot. Therefore, it's our responsibility to see the reality, the mud, where we are habitually seeing the pot. Isn't it? It's the question of changing the drishti from the superimposed rupanama to the supporting adhisthana. दृष्टि को बदलो भाई. कैसा? 99% we are giving value to the never changing adhisthana. 1% value we give it to the rupanama for time pass, which we doing the other day now, other way now. 99% we give value to the ever changing upadhis, which have the only lot of giving us dukkha, and 1% in the class. Okay, आप कह रहे हो तो आपके लिए मानते हैं there is Brahman. अरे this is called Vedanta. I refuse to see you as an embodiment of all the upadhis. I will see you the substratum in you. My sadhana is done. Okay? That should become so natural and habitual कि आंख बंद करो तो मुझे मेरे उपाधि के अंदर परमात्मा दिख रहे हैं, आंख खोलो तो मुझे बाहर उपनाम के पीछे परमात्मा दिख रहे हैं. This knowledge, first once gained, should be practiced till it becomes natural. That's called nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam is what knowledge we are convinced about, doing the practice of it till it becomes natural. स्वभाव सहज हो गया मुझे. अभ्यास कर करके कीट कीटको भ्रमरम ध्यान भ्रमरत्वाय कल्पते. है ना? एवं निरंतराभ्यस्ता ब्रह्मैवास्मीति वासना हरत्य विद्या विक्षेपान रोगानिव रसायनम सर्वदा स्थापनम बुद्धे शुद्धे ब्रह्मणि सर्वथा. आत्मसंस्थं मनः कृत्वा न किञ्चिदपि चिन्तयेत्, आत्मानं चेत् विजानीयात् अयमस्मीति पुरुषः. See, every mantra finally saying that only. Yasmin sarvani bhutani atmaiva bhut vijanatah. Which is the mantra Upanishad which is not telling this? But हमको मिल नहीं रहा हो. Because that much prema, bhakti and shraddha which we have to the truth and truth indicating Upanishads, so much we are lacking. उतना नहीं है, कम है. कितना है? वो जितना मिल रहा है आपको उसके हिसाब से आप उसकी हिसाब लगाओ, उतना ही है. Then where is our bhakti, shraddha, prema? They're all misplaced somewhere. अब ढूंढ लो, उधर से ले आकर इधर लगाओ. Beautiful thought it is. Still, we have not yet studied Bhashya of the Bhashyakara for this fourth line. Tomorrow we'll revel in it. Very important, very enchanting. कर्मक्षये विशुद्ध सत्वः याति तत्वतः अन्यः तत्त्वेभ्यः प्रकृतिभूतेभ्यः अन्यः अविद्या तत्कार्य विनिर्मुक्तः चित् सदानन्दात् द्वितीय ब्रह्म आत्मत्वेन अवगच्छति अवगच्छन् इत्यर्थः. अन्यदिति पाठे तत्त्वेभ्यः यत् अन्यत् ब्रह्म तत् याति इति अर्थः. We will revel in it tomorrow. Then next shloka also. Adisya sanyoga nimitta hetu parastrikala dakalo vidrushtaha tam vishwarupam bhavabhuta medyam devam swachittatstam upasya purvam ज्ञात्वा मुक्तिं प्राप्नोति. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. धन्यवाद. श्रुति मात्रे नमः. गीता.